beneath the cover. Yellow flicker bead. So for me, this is where the part of identity recreation, when you tap back into your essence and you kind of identify what has prevented you, what's been stopping you from being in your essence all the time, right? Because in your essence is where your gifts are, that thing. You know, people usually see it early on in life, but so many different spaces in society create blockages for you. You know, put when we get these certain titles or relationships or different responsibilities that pull you away from who you are on the inside, right? And when we start to identify these different barriers, um, it's our responsibility to block them out so we can actually be who we are at the core of who we are, because that's when we're our best selves, right? So you know, early on, someone can be really what we want to call that. I want to like you can say sexy or even warrior like at the core of who they are, but when you go to school or when you're a child and you're developing and those characteristic airs about you, you know, you have all these societal structures molding you into normalcy or whatever that thing is, and you may, for whatever reason, bury it. And maybe something happens in your life, extreme happiness, an extreme awakening from an extreme heartbreak, or whatever it is, it brings you right back to the core of who you are so you can get up out of it. You know what I mean? You got to tap into the essence of who you are so you could appreciate the gifts that are you, and you can start building around that so you don't get caught up in creating another identity that has to be muted to fit into spaces, because at this point you already started sacrificing those aspects of yourself that are able to be dragged down by things outside of you and your vision of who you are at your highest self. She leaves. Essence.